Going live, going live. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let's hope nothing interrupts my stream today. I really, truly never know with this. With YouTube, depending on like, I don't know, XYZ for how this stream is gonna go. But hey, happy Monday, everybody. I swear, like Mondays are just coming up so fast, which isn't a problem. I just feel like I feel like I just did this last week. Like I don't know, this week went by like really fast at work. I don't know if anybody felt like that. This week went by really fast, but it did. For me, it went by like crazy fast, which is hilarious. I'll wait a minute to see if anybody's gonna hop on with me. Oh, I have a few people. Hi, everybody. Thank you. I'm like extra hyper today. I'm drinking iced coffee right now. Cheers. We got back from we were at Magic Kingdom with my parents off camera. Blaine and I went just for a short little we had lunch and went to Magic real quick. My parents are heading back up to Seattle today or this week. So this is the last day I could see them before they went back up to Washington. But yeah, they've been here for, oh gosh, a month and a half. So they got a condo up near the parks. So they were just kind of like settling into it, which is really cool. So I get to use it basically whenever I want. Shout out to my parents, I guess. I mean, I live not that far, but yeah, they were down here, just kind of checking it out because obviously I get my love for theme parks somewhere, and one of those is my parents. But yeah, they had never eaten at Steakhouse 71. Neither did Blaine. Has Blaine. I've eaten there. I have a video on that around Christmas time. Brienne and the girls and I went and tried Steakhouse 71 for the first time, and I loved it. And then I knew my parents really wanted to go to it too, and then I wanted Blaine to come with. So when we were thinking about like what to do for like a final like see you next time you come down type of thing with my parents, I was like, well, why don't I look for Steakhouse 71 reservations? And we got lunch reservations. So we went, we walked around the Contemporary. My dad hadn't really walked around the Contemporary since like it opened, basically. He said that it was kind of special because like my grandmother, my dad's mom, passed away when he was quite young. So going with him to places that he has memories with my grandma is really cool. It's fun to hear him talk about her and everything, which is really sweet. So it was really cool just to like, I don't know, he was just like walking around taking the Contemporary in, which was really cool. Yeah, it was just really special for him. So I was happy we ended up getting those reservations just, just for those moments alone. Yeah, because they had come. My dad said they came to Disney like right, I think the year it opened, or like a few years after it opened, or like I think it was the year it opened. So like they flew down because my grandma worked in she'd be the person that like makes the in-service food for the in-flight food. So she got crazy flight benefits back in the 70s and 80s. 70s? I don't know exactly when she died. It was a while ago. So my dad was just saying that this was one of the places that they got to go as a family, which is really cool. So it was really cool to see my dad kind of experience that, and that was really fun. But they really liked Steakhouse 71. Our waitress was hilarious. She was awesome. Both times I've been, the wait staff is just like fantastic. It sounds so dumb, but like to me, that makes like a huge difference in a restaurant. Like even off property, like if the wait staff is like obviously like not loving what they're doing, and I get that. Like I've worked those jobs before, and I get like it's not the most fun thing to do. But Steakhouse 71, like you can just tell that a lot of them really enjoy either working with each other or just the atmosphere of the place. So that was really cool. She gave us like little cupcakes at the end because she like really enjoyed serving us, which was it was so sweet. So sweet. I gave her a cast compliment. So also, if you don't know how to do that, cast compliments are very easy to do. I literally am going to show you because I was talking to, there's these two girls, probably my age, maybe a little older, sitting next to us at the two top table that was next to us. And we were all just talking and like, they were talking about something. And I said, yeah, I used to work here in like 2016. I would did the Disney College program. I was photopass photographer. And they're like, that's awesome. So we were just talking about stuff. And then they also gave, like, we were all just like having a great time. Those two girls, my parents, Blaine and I, and the waitress. So the waitress brought them something too. So that was really cool. Another cupcake, like they got a cupcake. We got it at the same time because we ended up finishing our meals at the same time, which is hilarious. But I was like, hey, like there's just something on the app. It's called like cast compliments. If you don't know how to do them, like it's super easy. And they're like, oh, we totally wrote her name down. We're gonna do it. And I was like, fantastic. I'm so happy you know about cast compliments because it's so important. Like I got a cast compliment when I worked at the company. I think I still have it somewhere because you get like a certificate and everything, or at least you used to. I don't know if it's as like coveted as it was before, but like you get like I got a straight up certificate that says like cast compliment and then my name and then like where my location was. So mine was at Epcot main entrance. And then it said like I had told a lady just like doing my job, just told the lady like, hey, make sure your Magic Band and like your Apple Watch or your Fitbit are on two separate wrists because the scanners, I don't know if this is still true because again, 2016. Wow, that's a long time now. That's crazy. But if try to scan your Magic Band and you had something else on your wrist, sometimes it just like pulls the pictures and they just kind of like disappear. So I like let her know. I was like, hey, like, because she had it both on her wrist, and I was like, hey, for future reference, like, switch that on your other wrist. Like, I think I remember telling this lady because she was so nice, and she was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much, Brittany, and like call me by my name because of my name tag. And yeah, in the cast comment, it said like, so sweet. She like let me know how I can never lose a picture again by not wearing my bands on the same wrist. So, and I got a like because we were PhotoPass, everybody who got one of those, we like took a big group picture of who was at the of Epcot base that day, and you got hung on the wall like 5 pictures at a time. You just kind of like rotated once somebody else got a cast compliment. So like my picture was up there with like the 3 people on my coordinators that were at base at the time, and it hung up there for quite a while actually, which is hilarious. But those things also used to, I don't know if this is still how it goes because I don't work there anymore. But if you got a certain amount of cast compliments, you got marks taken off of your record. And marks are like if you call in sick or you call in late or stuff like that. So if it's like 3 marks equals like a reprimand, and then 3 reprimands means you're fired. So technically you have like 9 chances, and then every month the marks go away, or every 2 months the marks, it's like maybe it's 60 days that the mark, I don't know I don't know if this is still how it works. Haven't worked there since 2016. But so if you got a cast compliment, I think it took a mark off of my record. So that was really cool. So again, I don't know if that still happens, but I know that cast compliments are amazing to give. And it's super easy. I'll even show you. Let me pull up my Disney app. Okay. So I don't know if you guys can see. It's probably really bright. But I'm on my like menu screen in the Walt Disney World app. So like if you open the app, you see me. There I am. Ariel is my thing. You can see I'm an annual pass holder. And then you come over to the menu button here on the side, like the 3 like lines, and then you scroll all the way down, and you can see that's where like the car locator is, accessibility or my profile, and then there's this thing. It's cast compliment. I don't know if it's this. Let me see if I can. Is brightness need to be down or up? Down. Okay, hold on. Oh no, that's too far down. Hold on. Bear with me. Cast compliment. Hold on. Can you see it? Oh, there it goes. Cast compliment. Hold on. Is this right set up for you guys? Yeah. Right there. So you click that, and then it brings up mobile cast compliment, which I don't know if you guys can see that. And then you just answer the question. So it says send magic to a cast member for, and then you have to have the location. And then you can put like the cast member's first name, their hometown, and the date of interaction so they can find the cast member that you're talking about. You can also go to guest services and do the same thing. But it used to, oh, I hate when it changes the color temperature of my lighting. It makes me look like really red. Whatever, I don't care. Sorry, struggles. Um, I know you can also go to guest services and do the same thing. They used to not be in the app. Like you used to have to go to guest services to do it, but the app makes it so easy. And I know like a lot of when I used to come on vacation, which I should still do this just because I go there so much and so many cast members are great. Like I did Jody today from lunch. But I used to bring out like I used to have because you carry your phone with you. I would open my notes, and every time I had a good interaction, like a fun interaction or a magical interaction with a cast member, I would write down their name, where they're working, and what day I interacted with them. So then after, like on at the airport on the way home, I'd literally just sit there at my gate, like filling out cast compliments. Um, that's when it was on the app. And before I would literally take that list into guest services and just to spend 20 minutes with them. And the guest services people like usually love that because they understand being a cast member, like how cool it is to get um a shout out. And shout out your guest services person. Like that sounds so dumb, but have them do one for themselves if they can, because they're obviously helping you. But yeah, I just again, I'm always like, be nice to cast members. There's a shirt I saw that said like, be nice to cast members or be kind to cast members. And I want to buy it because I'm like the biggest advocate of being like kind to cast members. Um, but no, we had such a fun day today. Um, it was really cool. Steakhouse 71 was great. We looked at some I was shocked. They had at the store inside the Contemporary, like when you're looking down on the monorail, like that store, they had the Munchlings and I kind of wanted it, but I know I didn't need it. But the big Munchling of Baymax as a s'more, like he's the marshmallow and the s'more. Oh my gosh, I understand why it's sold out because he's so cute and it's so soft. So soft. Like it's crazy how soft he was. And I like picked him up and like hugged him. And I really wanted him, but I was like, what am I gonna do with him? I don't know. He's so cute though. Like I have Sony's stuffed animals in my office that just sit around that Chewy thinks are like chew toys for him. And I'm like, no, bro, those are mom's toys. Like those are mom's stuffed animals. Don't touch them. And he's like, well, I want to play with them. I can play with them, right? Um, but no, it was really cool. I was like, yes. It was funny. My mom was looking for, like the 50th pins that have like 50th with like the character on them. She was looking for 100 pin that like the pin was the 100 with like Mickey Mouse or something. That's not how they're doing the 100th ones. It's weird. It's just the cardboard backing on it is the 100th, and then the pins themselves don't say 100 on them. So at least so far, like I know we are just coming out of the 50th and they're just bringing all the merchandise here. But yeah, so if you know of any pins that are like actually say 100 with like a character on them, let me know because I know my mom is looking for that. I told her I'd start scouting the parks for her every time I go to look for one. But yeah, we couldn't find it. We looked in the Emporium, we looked at the Contemporary, and now we couldn't find it. It was really strange. I was like, you'd think that's, relatively normal for Disney to make, like, especially with Mickey Mouse. She even wanted one with Oswald. Like, she's like, hey, Oswald's cool. I'll have Oswald. Like, I know he's vintage too. So it was really weird. I was like, I don't know. But the Oswald merch right now is pretty awesome. I need to go and do a Springs video and show you guys the merch because it's really cool. I've gotten requests to do Disney Springs videos, which is totally fine. I need to go to Disney Springs and make a video because, yeah, I haven't been there in a while. Whoops. But that's fine. I will happily go to Disney Springs. Get me some Gideons. Have a nice little lunchy lunch or dinner there and just explore. Go to the co-op. I'm very interested to see what they're going to put there. Now that the 50th stuff is, I know they had the 100th stuff, but like in the market co-op, they had all the vault stuff, and that a lot of that is being taken out of there. So I'm very curious to see what's going to start replacing some of these things. I definitely know a lot of the 100th stuff is for sure, but there's a lot of space to replace from the 50th for sure. That'll be interesting. But yeah, we literally just went from the contemporary to, again, heads up. If you're at the contemporary taking the resort monorail to Magic Kingdom, it is the contemporary is the first stop for the pickup to get to Magic. So you have to stop at the TTC, you have to stop the Polynesian, and you have to stop at Grand Flow before you get to the Magic Kingdom stop. I totally forgot about it. It is nice because on the way back, um, it was the first stop, so that was fine. But that was just I was like, oh yeah, this is a lot of stops before you get to Magic. Because when you have dining reservation, then you can park at said resort. So that was really nice. I love when I get to park at the resorts. Instead of having to park at the TTC to get to Magic. It's like solid, like a solid thing to do. But we parked at the Contemporary. And the funny thing is it was rain, like pouring down rain today. So I'm wearing like my little pink shirt that I bought in studios a couple months ago, 2 months ago, maybe now, a month ago. And I wore jeans and rain boots and my little Mickey Mouse like raincoat. Um, and it was cold. And then once we got out of lunch, all the clouds kind of cleared, and when we were going in the park, I was like, wow, I'm not like, it wasn't super hot today. Like I could have worn shorts and like a t-shirt and been fine. But I was like, maybe I'm finally getting used to the heat here. Like I'm wearing pants, a long sleeve shirt, and boots. And I was sweating a little bit, but not like horribly sweating, which is like pretty normal for me. But I was like, maybe I am getting used to just the weather here, which is fantastic. I mean, it's only like 75 today, so it's not like it's like super duper hot. But again, long sleeves. I was wearing long sleeves, which is crazy. But yeah. No, that was funny. But but oh my gosh, it was busy. I think it wasn't busy because of the rain, which we went to the condo to see the condo first and then went to our lunch reservation, so we didn't go to the park before lunch, which I kind of wish we would have, but it's okay. I live here. I can go whenever I want. They went a bunch of times, so it's all good. I think they're there right now, actually, still running rides and stuff without us. But it was pretty dead in the morning because of the rain, and then as soon as the sun came out, of course, like everybody was like, "We're going to the parks, like we're going in," which is totally like I get it. Like if you're gonna pay that much money to come, like go to the parks even if it's a half day. Like if this is your park day, like do it. Like I understand if you don't want to necessarily brave the whole rain. But yeah, as soon as the sun came out, it was like so when we went to Magic, we wanted to ride like just like the People Mover and then walk through the new Tron area because the gift shop of Tron finally opened. I'll be making a video about all of this in the next couple coming weeks. So we wanted to check it out, and we went to walk to um, Tomorrowland to go on the People Mover, and the People Mover was down. Like literally, it was stopped on the tracks. There were cast members walking the track, and I was like, "Oh darn! Like that's not going to come back up for a hot minute." So then we're like, "Oh, let's just walk through the Tron area. Like that's fine," because Blaine had never been. So we walked through the Tron gift shop, which some of the stuff is really cool. Like there's this like really cool like cutout shirt that says like Tron. That like if I was gonna like Tron bound or something, or like take some cool pics with like Tron stuff, it was pretty cool. I was like, I'm not like the biggest fan of Tron, like the movies and such. I actually really do like the ride. But I was like, this is kind of cool. And then they still had pass holder like opening, not opening day, but like opening shirts. So it says like now programming 2023 pass holder. And I was really tempted to buy a shirt, but I was like, what am I going to do with this t-shirt? Like, I'm not. And they had pins. And again, I was like, this would be really cool to get something because it's my first time being here when a ride opened. But I was like, what am I gonna do with this pin? I really wanted to find like a fridge magnet because I'm like, I'd put a magnet on my like side of my fridge pretty easy. But they didn't have those. And they had a bunch of the pass holder opening pins. So I'm like, I know I'll be back in the next 2 weeks. So I was like, I guess if I like really think about it and want a pin, hopefully they still have them. If they run out, I'm not that. But my parents got a pin and my dad got a shirt. So I'm glad they were able to get something. And I was like, that's awesome. But yeah, I was showing them the kind of cool, like Blaine thinks it's cool. I think it's kind of weird where you can make like a little Tron like figure, action figure of yourself that like you can put your face in it and then your voice and then change its pick its color and everything. It's like this new thing. Um, which I don't know. I've seen people's videos on it and it's cool, but for like specific people. Like if I was like Blaine goes, well, Blaine thought it was cool. But he was like, if I was a teenage boy, like this would be dope. Like there's so much other things, but then like this is cool for like he's like specifically as a dude, I think this is cool. And it's not like I don't think it's cool. And I don't think it's just for dudes. Don't take it like that. Like it's for sure for anybody who wants to do it. But Blaine was like specifically as a dude, like I think this is really cool. And I was like, cool. I'm glad they have more stuff for everybody. I mean, so that I mean, it's a cool addition. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a really cool idea in addition to the park. Um, yeah, Space Mountain was 65 minutes. Um, yeah, it was again very busy because the rain stopped and finally it cleared up and everyone was just like beelining it to the parks. So we ended up just literally getting there, going to the Emporium, looking at the 100th merch for my mom, and then walking up Main Street. Saw the castle without the 50th medallion. The clock is back. She's back, everybody. And then walked to Tomorrowland and then didn't go on People Mover because it was too busy of a line. It was down. And then walked through the Tron area and walked the new path underneath Tron, like in my video, if you watch, it's like right underneath Tron into Storybook Circus. And then literally just hopped on the train and went back to the front of the park. And then Blaine and I had to leave to get back to let Chewie out. But yeah, it was so funny. And I tried to tell my dad all the time, I'm like, when you're an annual pass holder, like this is so different. Like you don't have to rush to do everything like on vacation. Like we've been on a lot of Disney vacations where we were rushing and trying to do everything as much as we could in like the 3 or 4. I think one time we had a 5-day pass to Disneyland and it was crazy. It was awesome, but it was like that's a lot of time. But like, yeah, you don't have to do that. You can just kind of like go lunch, ride the train, go home, and that's like a successful Disney day when you live here, which is really cool. So my dad said like he's really enjoying because they're APs now. They're really enjoying just kind of getting to go whenever they want. So I was like, yeah, it's freaking fantastic. So shout out to all the other APs out there. And if you want to become an AP, they're about to be available this Thursday for Disney World. This Thursday. The only one available for people outside of Florida, like not a Florida resident, would be the highest in Credit Pass. That's going to be available. And for DVC members only, the Sorcerer's Pass will be available. If you're interested in one of those two passes, be ready on Thursday. If you're on the West Coast, if you're out of the country, whoever you are, wherever you are, if you want an annual pass, there's no time set for when it's going to start or like when the website is going to be available for people to buy. So you really just have to like keep up with it and then like I don't know, just pay attention and wake up early. It's going to be crazy. We're still thinking about upgrading our pass, at least my pass, so I have the weekends. But it's kind of complicated if you already have a pass, how to upgrade, which is weird. You basically have to pay for your original pass in full, I think, and then you pay for the new. Because I'm for like the monthly plan. Because at Florida residents, you could pay monthly, so we pay like I think it's like $25 or $30 for Blaine, and then one for me, and then Blaine as well. A month for our passes. We only have to put like a couple hundred up front, which is like crazy cheap for Pixie Pass. But I think there's like you have to like pay off the rest of it, which we only have a month. Like we got ours in June. So, oh my gosh, we've almost been here a year. That's crazy. Sorry. I just remembered that we've almost been here a year. Wow. Crazy how time flies. Did I just say that at the beginning of this video? Um, no, but yeah, there's just some weird hoops you have to jump through, and we're trying to decide if it's like worth it to upgrade just for the weekends and maybe some blockout dates. Because the Pirate Pass, the tier above us, would really just give me weekends, like would give weekends, and the Sorcerer Pass would give us less blockout dates and weekends. We don't really need the Incredi Pass. Like I've already decided that I'm not going to get that one. That's just too expensive. For me, it's just not worth it. I understand like that's the only option if you are not a DVC and you're not a Florida resident. So get the Incredi Pass. That's the only thing you can get because it's still worth it. Um, but for me, the Pixie Pass is done. I've loved it. Like, I think it's been great. Again, I really just want Sunday nights to be able to go because it's usually pretty quiet at the park. So I am hoping to upgrade enough, like one to get them, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm fine if we don't upgrade as well. I'm just happy to still have a pass. I'm happy to have a pass in the first place. But it's a very interesting that the passes are coming out again. Um, we were hoping to, well, we were like, what's going to happen if we don't upgrade now and then our passes expire? Can we upgrade in a month? Like, are they still going to be available? Is there going to be a time limit on when they sell them? Will they sell out of them? Out of them. Like, I don't know, which is very interesting. So we're just like, we're still debating. Like, I don't think I'll really know what we're doing until Thursday. I'll let you guys know next week what we did, probably. Knowing me, I'll be like, this is what we did with our passes, guys. But that's all right. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird, but annual passes are so worth it. I mean, the fact that they're now even more raising just like tickets to the parks, I'm like, it's getting pricey. Like it's pricey. The merchandise is getting pricey. I mean, everything is just going up in the parks, which is just absolutely insane in my opinion. Like it's been expensive for a long time and now it's just getting more expensive and I'm like, bruh. But I don't control that. But I still go. Whoops. But no, it was a fun day today. But yeah, wearing pants and a long sleeve shirt and rain boots to the park was very weird. It's very weird. I felt like an actual Floridian because I was like, yeah. As I could have easily just worn shorts and like a tank top and been completely fine as well. But I felt cool. I was like, yeah, that's right. I had the grilled cheese. It's like I think it's the decadent grilled cheese. It was like Gouda and some other cheese with like shredded pork belly on like a toasted brioche bun. It was so good. Blaine got the steak frites, which super tasty. It has like a chimichurri sauce on top. I tried a piece. That's what I'm getting next time I go. It was very good. Last time I went, I got the stack burger, which was very good as well. It has pork belly on it too. I love pork belly. I don't know. I'm a fan. Always have been. But it was really good. I love that place. I love looking at all the old pictures in Steakhouse 71. It's really cool. Steakhouse 71 is the year Disney World opened. So that's why it's Steakhouse 71, if that makes sense. And Walt really loved, he was a meats and potatoes kind of guy. So it was kind of to pay homage to Walt and what he liked. Because obviously Walt didn't get to see the completion of Disney World, which is crazy to think about. But yeah, he passed before I think maybe he was there when they like broke ground. But I don't think he was there for much else. I know he helped make the original plans, but then he passed. So it's crazy to think that like Roy and the Imagineers that were around Walt really made everything else happen. It's crazy. You just don't really think about that. So it's weird. But they have really cool pictures of like Roy, um, and other Imagineers, doing, like on the opening day and stuff. And oh, excuse me. They had like a full opening day photo of all the cast members and everybody in the creepy character costumes because they were creepy at that time, in front of the castle. So it's really cool. It's just like a really cool restaurant. And they have a bunch of vintage pictures throughout the entire place, which is fun to walk around and just look at the photos. Like it sounds really stupid, but like Brienne and I and the girls literally walked around and just like looked at all the cool photos of stuff that was at the park when it first opened, or like, before we were really alive. So it was really cool just to see the history of it. Um, yeah, it is cool. But Steakhouse 71 to me is so worth it. I've done brunch and lunch. I've never done dinner. Um, both times were amazing. Their brunch, breakfast, whatever, so good. Their lunch was freaking delicious today. I'm sure their dinner is just as delicious if lunch was an indication. Um, so yeah, I would say yes, Steakhouse 71 is worth the time and effort and money to eat at. I love it. It is so great. Um, yeah, when I saw this reservation, I was just like snagging it. It's ours. But it was a really fun, just like chill lunch. And then monorail ride over to, oh, I also showed them like the little like outdoor area at the Contemporary, which I think is really just like the smoking section. And then there's that little side of the patio where we've watched like all the monorails in my videos overlooking like the castle. You can see like the castle, you can see Space Mountain, you can see Tron, you can see everything from it. Um, they had never been out there. So then they had seen like my videos and some pictures, and they're like, "Is this here?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I like showed my parents, like, "This is so cool." Like, we totally understand why you guys just sit out here and chill because it's awesome. Like, I was like, "Yeah, you just watch the monorails go by and like look at the castle, and it's just like such a peaceful place to sit." Um, Especially when there's like nobody out there, which is like the usual thing. Like there was like maybe two people on the other end of it out there. It's big. So like it's truly like really peaceful when there isn't that many people, which is the normal thing. So yeah, they were like, "What? This is crazy." And I showed them the five-legged mountain goat, which I always like to show people because I think it's hilarious that Mary Blair did that. That's fantastic. She literally just trolled everybody forever, and I love it. I think that's hilarious to think about. Like so freaking funny to think about. But yeah, so I was showing them some little things. And my dad was like, "Oh, we need to just go resort hopping. It's fun." And I was like, "Yeah, resort hopping's amazing. I do that all the time. It's fantastic." But yeah, we're talking about all the rooms we would love to stay eventually. Like I've never stayed um at any of the hotels on the monorail loop, and I'd love to stay at each of them, but they're expensive. Ooh, expensive. But eventually, I'd love to stay at least one night at each if I can shemangle it with our finances and everything. Just because it'd be so fun. I think it'd be so cool just to be able to like hop on the monorail, go to the park, hop back on the monorail, and then you're at your room. I'm like, no buses, no anything needed. You're just right there. Or I know they have the walking path. I think right now the walking path from the Polynesian and the Grand Flow is closed, but the walking path from the Contemporary is still open. But yeah, usually they have a walking path, I think now from every resort. I think because of the tower being built um in the Polynesian, I think they have that closed. I could be wrong though. I don't know. Maybe it's open again. But I saw that it was blocked off the other day when I was there with Brienne. I was like, well, that they blocked off the sidewalk for the path. I don't know. But yeah, also that tower looks just very strange among everything there. I was like, I really hope they theme it. Like right now, it's just like the shell of it, and Blaine was like, it's just the concrete outside. So but it looks still really weird. So I'm really hoping that they theme it to fit the Polynesian because right now it looks like an eyesore. And people on the monorail were talking about that today. And I was like, in my head, I was like, yeah, I agree. It looks strange. But I have hope that they will make it look better once they can actually like put the facade pieces on the outside that it's supposed to have. So I'm like, okay, Disney, I trust you, but I'm a little frightened because it's very tall compared to everything else that's on the monorail loop. So I think it's very, it'll be very interesting. Let's put it that way. But that's all right. We will see what happens. I'm not in charge of that. So it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, we've had some really crazy thunderstorms here the last few days. Oh, well, not thunderstorms. Like it thundered and lightning, which I really enjoy down here. I think it's so cool. The thunderstorms here are awesome. But yeah, if you're in the parks, they're cool, but they shut a lot of things down when thunder's in the area or lightning's in the area. Sorry. Um, and so that can be a bummer if you've paid all the money to go and then it's like, oh, can't go on Big Thunder, can't go on this, can't go on that because there's lightning in the area. So hopefully it didn't interrupt the vacations that were happening this week too much because yeah, it's just what happens though. It's what you sign up for when you go to Florida is like you really can't choose the weather. Like it was just really freaking hot here just a few weeks ago, like in the 90s or yeah, in the 90s, high 80s, upper 80s, 90s. And then it's now raining and like 75. And I'm like, "Oh." I don't know. Like my best friend called me. She was like, "When is the best time to come?" And I was like, the last 3 months." She's like, "Oh." I was like, "Truly, you can come whenever. Like it's 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 going to be warm no matter when you come or it's going to be too cold, then it's not going to feel like a vacation." So I was like, "There's enough AC. Like we have a pool in our backyard." I'm like, "We have the ocean. Like the Disney, I know how to do Disney really well to stay cool now." So she was like, "Oh, okay. Like I can come kind of whenever." And I was like, "Yeah, just like let me know. And I can try to tell you like how to pack." And she's like, "Okay." I was like, "Most likely just like warm weather clothes, but pack like a sweatshirt just in case." And she's like, "Okay." So yeah, I literally half the time don't know what to tell people when they're like, "What is it gonna be like when I'm there?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I we'll see what Florida says when Florida says it." Like I have no idea what the weather is gonna be like here half the time. Um, it's it's funny, but yeah, today was a really good day. I don't usually I haven't gone to Disney and not filmed in like a long time. I enjoy filming in the park, so it's not like I'm like, oh, I wish I could go without filming. I'm like, no, I love filming in the parks. It's very fun for me. Um, but to spend time with my family and not have to film and just kind of like chill was really fun. Plus, it was just such a short trip out to the parks that like there would be no video to make truly um, with what we did today. So it was like, meh, pretty lame. But I'm going back to Disney this week, later in the week, so it's totally fine. I'll film then, and it's great. I'll be fine. But we're back. Our passes are back, as you can tell, because we're in the parks today. Our passes are finally not blocked out anymore. Hopefully, the spring break crowds will leave very soon. I'm like hoping that there will be like a little lull soon. I don't think so, but a girl can hope. Um, Mostly because like Brienne and Blaine have never been on Tron, and I really want to get them into the queue. Um, but I've heard it's pretty tough to get the queue. So I don't know. I'll try my luck probably next week to see if I can get one of them to go on Tron with me. And this time I will try not to make such a dumb face on the Tron photo. Oh, I was like, I get a free photo, and then I'm like, yeah, that's just that. Yeah, that's me. That's fine. It's crazy though. No, it's good. Um, yeah, I'm very excited for just what the rest of this year will bring. Last year was so fun. This last year, basically, we got in town June 1st. So we've almost been here an entire year. And honestly, this has been hands down one of the best years of my entire life. That sounds super cheesy and corny, but like it really has. Like this, it's just been so fun, and fulfilling in so many different ways. At work, I'm doing a role that I've never had the opportunity to be in. And now I'm finally like walking in that role, which is crazy. I get to now do this on the side and have a lot of fun, making videos, doing live streams and chatting. Um, Even if it's like today, like we have nobody chat, but like I'm having a blast. And I appreciate if you watching this that you're even here watching, whether it's right now while I'm streaming or whenever, while this is uploaded on my channel. Um, yeah, so it's that's really cool, and being able to finally own our own home is crazy. Like I honestly did not think we would ever be able to buy a house, just with the way that our careers were going, the way that the housing market was going, just everything, stuff. A lot of stuff happened obviously the last couple years with everything that happened in the world. Um, so in order, to buy this house is really cool, and we bought it sight unseen. We had a great realtor. If you're looking for a realtor in the Orlando area, Chad Vaughn, he's amazing. We used him. So did my parents. Um, he's fantastic. He has great Instagram presence. He's hilarious. So look him up. I follow him on Instagram, so you can pop and see, pop on there. I don't know why I said pop. What does that mean? I don't know. Sorry. uh, or if you scroll all the way back to like I posted a photo of all of us in our house the first day we got here, and that was the first time we ever met him because we'd only talked on a FaceTime call and then through like calls and text messages, emails, and like voice memos going back and forth about, what houses we wanted to show us, or once we picked a house, how the offer was going to go, or yada yada. So it's funny to like finally meet him, and yeah, he's really cool. Really enjoyed working with him, but he did a fantastic job. Um, Explained the whole process to us, being first time home buyers. There's a lot. There's a lot to have to just like figure out to buy the home, but it all happened so fast and so well. Even Chad was like, "This is incredible. I've never seen a transaction go through this smoothly." Um, yeah, it was really cool. It was really good. And then we drove cross country, and I have a video on that too, from last year. If you haven't seen it, scroll back on my channel. I should make a playlist of some of this stuff, but here's just one video. And then we were here, and we're getting settled and learning Florida. So I can't believe we've almost been here a year. Oh wow. It's so exciting. It's so cool. I'm still kind of dumbfounded every day that I'm here. Like I know we'll get used to it and it'll sink in, but I don't know. I'm just really happy that we moved, and made the move. And so is Blaine. Like we're both very happy, that we made this move. It was not easy and it was very scary, but the risk was so worth it. Um, I love everybody back in Washington still. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Um, you guys have done so much for me over my entire life, and I just really appreciate you all and the support you give me on my channel. And the move was so fantastic. Everybody knew that we needed to be down here and knew that I needed to be closer to Disney. Um, everybody that knew me was like, no, you're gonna love it being that close again. So that was just really cool to have the support of everybody in our lives, um, which again was a very scary thing and could have easily gone downhill, but yeah, it was meant to be, which is crazy. Yeah, it was cool. But yeah, here we are. Here I am, getting to be a dork with you guys at my favorite place. Getting some sunshine, except for when it rains, because that was a thing. But yeah, it was really fun. Today was really fun. I'm excited to go back to Disney. I think I don't know what park we're going to on Friday, but I think Brianne and the girls and I are going somewhere. So stay tuned for my future videos of what we do this weekend. If I even post that one this weekend, because I have one other one I need to post. I don't know when I'm posting it, so we shall see. We shall see. But yeah, I'm super excited. I know that the Disneyland Magic Keys went back on sale this last week, which is really interesting. Wonder how that went. I haven't really heard any debacles from it, so that's good. Ooh, sorry, that was really weird. I have something in my eyeball. Okay, I think I got it. Oh, sorry to those of you who probably hate when people touch their own eyes, but I'm fine with it. I touch my eyes every day with my makeup, so it doesn't bother me. But I'm sorry if it bothers you. I apologize. Yes, I wonder how the magic. I'll have to look that up. How the magic keys are going. But that's interesting because I know they're trying to do it at the similar times, Magic Key and Annual Pass over here. So that's interesting. I am still very interested how the annual passes are going to go this week. We'll talk about that next week because obviously then it'll happen. But yeah, it's craziness. Craziness. It also seems like they're really like coming along with Tiana's Bayou Adventure, which is kind of crazy. There's been a lot of construction. They're just working on it. Like the scaffolding is all around it. They are for sure working on it, which is really awesome. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the Moana, all the stuff in Epcot to open up. Like everything they're working on sounds fantastic, and I'm very excited. I know they're not even doing the original stuff that a lot of the original stuff that they planned, like the Mary Poppins ride and such. They're not doing, and I'm like, what? That's not fair. They might be doing it though. Like some people are saying they might be still doing it. Some people say they might not still be doing it. So hopefully, I mean, I'd love a Mary Poppins like ride. I think that'd be dope. But I'm excited for the stuff that they're working on to open up. Mostly because I want more room to walk in Epcot, more stuff to do, more things to see. I love Moana, so I'm really excited about that as well. I think that's gonna be a really good addition to Epcot. Obviously, I don't know, I haven't seen it, but it sounds really cool. I'm very interested. I'm a fan of the things that they've been doing in the parks recently when it comes to adding things. Like Guardians is great, Tron is great. Yeah, I'm very curious to see what that's gonna look like. So I have these like little baby hairs right here. I don't even think you can see it, but my fan in my office is like blowing them onto my forehead. And it's making me like really itchy. Oh, girls drugs. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm just a little squirrely today. I gotta finish my coffee. That'll make it worse. That's okay. Yeah. But it's been good. I love days like today where it's just kind of chill. But I don't know if I've showed you guys this. This is my fan for the parks. It has a little like holder thingy on the back. You can put your finger through and stuff and hold it. But I got this off of Amazon. I think it's dead. Oh no, it's not dead. But like it lights up. I mean, it's pretty powerful. And then if you don't want the little light on, you just hold it down and it like, it just like charges and everything. But this is like a nice little small fan with still being pretty cute. Like it's pretty cute, but it feels so nice. I just slip it in my Loungefly and take it with me places or take it to the parks and stuff. So it's nice when you're like in a line and maybe like the fan above you isn't really working. Then you just pull this cute little thing out and just, I always like, fan down my shirt because I'm always constantly sweating at the park. But yeah, park fan. It is linked in my Amazon like affiliate thing that I have on my Instagram. It's in my bio, but they have a few options for these guys. I picked the pink one. They have a red one. They have a black and white one too, or just like an all black fan. But I really like it. I think it's small enough. It's like pretty thin too. It's not super thick. Just to put, like I said, just to put in my Loungefly. It's sometimes this goes off in security. I just hit my headphones. Like when I'm walking through security, sometimes they make me take it out of my bag. I swear I get different things from Disney security every time I go through. Like usually I'm so used to just pulling out my camera and my phone. I just hold it in front of me and I have a backpack in one hand. I hold and I just like walk through. And today they were like, "Oh, it won't go off for your phone. So like you're good." And I was like, "Okay." But then every time I have my phone in my bag, it goes off. So I'm like, I'm getting told different things, Disney. Figure it out. But pro tip, just hold, like, if you have a camera or your phone, just hold it in your hand and hold it out. I just think then you don't have to be stopped as much, which is great. But yeah, I don't know. It just depends. I think it really just depends on like the day and who is working, which sounds weird. But yeah, I always just hold my stuff out in front of me and be like, it's just a camera, it's fine. But it's funny. It's funny. My mom does the same thing and she like and then walks through. And I'm like, you're good, mom. Like you don't have to be so pronounced. Like the security guards always laugh at her. It's so funny. Yeah, she's funny. But it was good. It was good to see him one more time before they head back. Back to Washington State. So it was fun. And Steakhouse 71 is so worth it. Like I said before, it's so worth it. It's super fun. Just the food is fantastic. It is Disney food though, so like think of the prices aren't horrible, but it's still a sit down Disney restaurant. So be prepared for how much certain things cost. It's just the reality of eating and drinking in a theme park or near a theme park or the resorts of a theme park, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it was a really good day. It was really fun. Happy it stopped raining, even though it made the park crazy busy after lunch. But I was prepared for it and aware that was probably going to happen. So it was totally fine. Yeah, but I think the highlight of the day was going around the Contemporary with my dad and just kind of like seeing the joy on his face and him talk about his mom. That was really cool. Like I said, Disney holds a special place in my heart for so many different reasons. But to get to see my dad really enjoying it, and getting to remember those few times he honestly had it with his mom. He was very young when she passed, so it was cool to see him in the Contemporary and talk about their stay and what he remembers and how my grandma was. So that was really, really cool to get to do. I very much enjoyed that part of the day. Like I said, I showed them the 5-legged goat. He's just chilling, the little mountain goat thing, which again, Mary Blair trolled everybody forever with the 5-legged goat. Oh. And we took the Lily Bell train. It was the Lily Bell one. Like the train car. Blaine brought something up though, like, why does Walt's wife get something named after her, but Roy's doesn't? So the 3 trains on the track are, I think is there 3 or there's 4? The 3 that I know: Roy's, Walt's, and Lily's. I think there was one other one. It was, I don't remember, the Ernest. I don't know. But what about Roy's wife? Like Lily gets one. That was really funny. I was like, oh, maybe she just didn't want one. I don't know. But I thought that was really funny and kind of weird. But I don't know. Maybe she just wasn't into trains. I get that. I don't think I'd want a train named after me either, but that's okay. But yeah, the weird, funny things you think about when you're just like standing in line to ride the train. It's fine. It's cool. I also didn't realize from the Contemporary you can see the train. Like you see obviously the monorail, but like when you're on that little porch thing, you can see the train come by. We also, it was fantastic. As we were waiting for the monorail, we were waiting for the resort one, so we were on the opposite, like the farthest end. But the express one was honking at the train. So like the train was whistling and the monorail was honking back and they were like doing it back. We were like, what's going on? And Blaine's like, oh, that's the monorail to the train and vice versa. And I was like, that's hilarious. Like hilarious. It was so funny. I was like, I love Disney. This is hilarious. We were also on Monorail Orange today. I think there was only one resort monorail going around, and it was orange, which is my favorite color. I was like, oh, thanks, Disney. It's like you knew I was coming. Put me on Monorail Orange. Yeah. I don't know. It was just a great day. I love going to the parks. I don't know. I keep saying I don't know because it's just I don't know. I don't know. How many times can I say I don't know? I don't know. 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 Oh, and my hair. Oh, funsies. Uh. Oh wow. Oh, what is my eyeball now? Oh no. Oh no. I got it. It's more makeup. Sorry. Again. Ow. The progression of me slowly losing it is insane. Oh my gosh. You gotta learn to just laugh at yourself. You just do. Sometimes I laugh at myself and people don't laugh with me, and then I just look like a complete weirdo. But like, I don't know. I love also when you like start laughing and nobody understands the joke that you probably just said to yourself, but then you look like a freak laughing at something that just happened that only you find is funny, or you know somebody else that would find it funny, but they're not there with you. So then you like text them, and then it's like never as funny as it was in that moment for you, even when you text said person that would get the joke. Yeah. Story of my life. Oh, 'tis funny. 'Tis funny. Oh man. But yeah, if you want to see me go anywhere or do any other videos at Disney, let me know. We are hopefully going to SeaWorld soon as well. I know I told you guys in the past we got passes for that. It's been busy and there's been so much Disney stuff that's been happening that I've been going to Disney, which is totally fine. That's the whole reason I do this. But I really want to go to SeaWorld. Now that I have my GoPro and film the roller coasters so you can see them because those roller coasters are fantastic. I went to SeaWorld with my friend Connor, that one video, and I just had a blast. Like SeaWorld to me is just like so chill and fun. So Blaine's never been, and I'm very excited. So hopefully Blaine and I can go, and or maybe Connor can meet us there or something because that'd be super fun of all of us to go. Um, but I love SeaWorld. So I'm super stoked to be an annual pass holder for SeaWorld with all their roller coasters and their new roller coaster coming out that is basically like you're on a surfboard, which looks super fun as well. I'm hoping to ride that very soon after it opens. So I'm super excited. Speaking of Connor, he just texted me. I am not available for FaceTime call. I am live streaming. I'll text him back after. Because just a few minutes, I'll let you all go. But I appreciate coming to hear my rambles. Half the time it's rambles. Again, I just really appreciate every single one of you putting any time into my channel, any type of support, whatever it is, even if you're on here for 2 seconds. I really, really appreciate it. It's for sure been crazy, the things that I get to do. I'm still baffled by it every single day. Just so grateful and so happy to I don't know, just to be able to do this. It's very cool. But yeah, again, just to go to Disney like I did today, just go on a Monday because I could. Like, that's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah. Still just so dumbfounded. And this week, let's see what my 948 subscriber count. I don't know what I said last week was, but we're getting there. We're getting there. And again, I'll have a giveaway at 1,000. So we're about 50 people away from me hitting my goal of 1,000 subscribers. And I'll do an awesome giveaway at 1,000 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed or you know somebody who likes Disney stuff or might like think I'm funny, or just be entertained. Please send them a link to my channel. Ask them to subscribe. I would really, really, really appreciate it. Um, Again, I'm very close. I'm super excited just to see people interacting with my channel. It's very, very cool. Didn't think it would ever happen. I, again, just do this for fun, but it's cool to see it grow and people come and hang out because I'm here for it and I like it. So, I appreciate everybody for coming. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. I'll let you know about the annual pass situation next week. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys real soon. And don't forget to look at my video. Look out for my video on this Saturday. I post a new video every Saturday, and I live stream every Monday night. So hopefully you guys watched my video from this last Saturday. If not, it's a blast. We had a bunch of fun at Epcot. So yeah, check that out. But if not, I will see you guys real soon. Have a great week.